So tonight I thought I would share my workflow as I'm experimenting on the EVI, because this little project has been a source of joy for me in the past couple of days. So here's the instrument itself. It's hooked up to my sound module over there. Input comes in from the instrument, gets synthesized into a sound, and then comes out in an analog signal going into my audio interface. I also have another cable coming out the back. This is the MIDI signal, and this comes all the way into the back of my interface. Now, the reason I'm experimenting with both signals plugged in right now is because there are certain effects that are a little easier to process with a MIDI signal than they are with an audio signal. For example, if I'm playing a note into the instrument and I want my computer to create an effect that plays a chord underneath that note, using that top note as a reference, doing that with audio takes some more processing power and creates a delay between input and output. And that kind of latency is really tricky when you're trying to record something. So to demonstrate, here is just the analog signal by itself. Here's the MIDI just by itself. And then both of them together. So how is the computer getting information from the mouthpiece up here and turning it into... Well, the main thing going on is that I have the breath controller on my instrument attached to a filter, so that every time I blow, that little knob goes nuts. And what's controlling that is this curve device right here, which makes the breath input just translate a little more organically than just having it go in on its own on a 1-to-1 ratio. Now here is what's creating the chord. It basically takes whatever note is being played and says, okay, I want a note played 16 semitones below, 3 semitones above, 18 semitones above, 6 semitones below, and 9 semitones below whatever note that I play, and it'll do it. What I want to try next is see if I can get multiple chord machines going on along the rack and hook it up to a pedal so that I can shift from this chord to that chord to that chord over the course of a song. This device is turned off, but if I were to turn it on, it would translate all the information from over here and put it all on an F-sharp harmonic minor scale. If I turn that on, all the notes adjust to always be an F-sharp harmonic minor. So with all of those effects isolated to the MIDI channel, I can play them both at once. Or I can drop out the MIDI channel and just hear the analog, which sounds kind of dopey. Or I can leave only the MIDI, which doesn't sound really full, or together.